What's up, everyone? So today we're going to be talking about perspective. Again, shocker? Probably not. So yesterday I went to the optometrist. It's long overdue. How ironic that I go to the optometrist because I needed to get new glasses. My frames are destroyed. I ran out of contacts a while ago. I've been procrastinating, not taking care of it. I got some awesome new glasses. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I want you guys to see it when I finally get them fitted and everything. And I did order some contacts, etc. But to not deviate from the point that I want to do, because remember, I always want to bring you guys value first and foremost. I was sitting with a awesome young lady, very helpful, super professional, etc., etc., etc. So when it came to the point of, she asked me if I wanted transition lenses or not. And for those of you who may not know what transition lenses are, when you have glasses, transition lenses, when the sun hits them, they turn into sunglasses, which is, I think it's super practical in the sense that I don't always have my contacts on, right? For example, today, my son had pink eye recently, and I guess I acquired it. It's part of being a parent. So my eyes are irritated as hell. I can't wear contacts. I have to rock the plastic, right? So I'm speaking to this young lady, and I said, yeah, that would be awesome. I wouldn't mind having the transition lenses, since the sun always cooks my eyes whenever I walk into it. And basically, she then responds to that. She goes, yeah, I hate the sun. And I looked at her, and without no filter, I tell her, you don't hate the sun. And she looks at me and she goes, well, yeah, no, you're right, but I mean, it sucks because it's, really strong and this and that. She goes, I understand we need it for life and this and that. And she starts, going into, that. But I explained to her an example that I've given you guys before, but half of you fuckers don't even listen. So I gave her the example when I used to work in the medical industry, that I was working in training and development. And I was walking down a corridor in the building with a group of my new hires. And one of the young ladies said, what an ugly day. It was pouring outside. There was ominous clouds, thundering, the whole nine, right? So she said, what an ugly day. And I stopped the entire group, right? And I didn't do this to ridicule her. I just stopped the entire group because I wanted everybody to take an excerpt from this lesson. So I said, can you please repeat what you just said to the group? And she was like pink and red and all this. So she turns around and she says, what an ugly day. I said, did everybody hear her? And everyone nodded and said yes. I then answer or respond, what if we were blind? Which is the same thing that I told the young lady. What if we were blind? What would determine a pretty day from an ugly day? What would determine a nice sun from an ugly sun, or from a bad sun? I hate the sun, etc. You got to put things into fucked up perspective, right? Like, put yourself in that dark place, no pun intended, where you understand how fucked up your life could really be. When you really think that your life sucks, right? Understand that there's people out there praying for the shit that you are shunning, for the things that you are negating, for the things that you are getting rid of. There are people out there that are on their knees, for real, begging God to put that in their lives. Think about that for a second. When you say that, this clothes, it's not in season. Like, who the fuck gives a shit if a piece of clothing is in season? Like, is somebody gonna fucking ask you for your season card? Like, hey, do you have your current season card for that piece of attire that you're wearing? Like, who the fuck gives a shit? If you like something, wear it. But, I digress. Like, I'm not going to go off onto that whole other tangent about attire. What I mean here is that before you can evolve as an individual, right? For all of you watching this video, chances are you have some sort of higher goal, okay? Aside from just clocking in and out every morning and fucking eating shit on the weekends. If you're watching a video that's called, whatever this one's called, by a channel called Stop Being Stagnant, that means that you're searching for more in your life. You are not trying to settle for the mundane mediocrities of life. However, you have to establish a foundation with how fucked up your life could really be before you start appreciating, okay? It tugs at my heartstrings. Before you start appreciating the minute importance of small things in your life. Like, all those small things matter to the bigger picture. And in the video that I just recorded before this, I am realizing this now from a good friend of mine, Carlos Bodie. I'm actually going to put a link to his profile on Instagram in the description. He, believe it or not, he's helped me a lot in the last couple weeks to get back to my fighter mentality. I also owe a big thank you to two individuals. One of them is Bedros Keuilian, and the other one is Ben Newman. I'm also going to link them below. I think they both have YouTube pages, so I'll also link out to their pages. But I read Bedros Keuilian's book, Man Up, and with Ben Newman, I've been following him for probably the greater portion of 3 years now. And recently his Instagram got hacked, and I so happen to know someone who knows someone. You know how that shit goes. And don't message me now saying, hey, my Instagram got hacked, can you help me? I'm not going to do it. But Ben, I know that Ben is a legitimate, hardworking, straight up guy, and he's created so much value in my life that I only found it right to return not a favor, because I don't believe in fucking favors, but to return the act of value, okay? Like, let's start with that, the act of value. So I pulled, you know, I not pulled some strings, I just planted some seeds, and I said, hey, I have a friend that their account got hacked, blah, 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 blah. I recently know that this happened to you. Is there any way you could put me in contact with the people that help you get yours back? That's all I did. And I think it was 5 days later, Ben has his account back. But to not deviate from the message in the beginning of the video, guys, focus on appreciating the smaller things in life that together they add up to the bigger things, okay? Take care. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. As always, stop being stagnant. Stop putting shit aside. Stop being so fucking hard on yourself, and just start doing things that you want to get you to your goal. Take care.